This is a continuation of our last message where we outlined the structure of the Cathodic Protection Network Blockchain. Now we move from structure to action. What we are building is not a discussion group. It is not a club. It is not a certification scheme. It is a global restructuring of corrosion control and corrosion science. Corrosion is destroying pipelines, energy infrastructure, environments, reputations and finances. Billions are being spent. Results are not improving. Why? Because the system is fragmented, competitive, monetized and corrupted by marketing and certification politics. We are changing that. Cathodic Protection Network, CPN, is structured differently. It is not hierarchical. It is distributed. It is cooperative. It is scientific. It connects specialists directly to specialists across borders, across institutions, across industries. And that only works if coordinators actually coordinate. So let's be very clear about something. Hundreds of coordinators say they want to make money. That is fine. There's nothing wrong with wanting to earn. But income does not appear from thin air. Cash flow comes from structure. Structure comes from commitment. Commitment comes from action. If we are going to build a system that pays coordinators through a blockchain structure, then we must first build the foundation that allows that to happen. That means every serious coordinator must now do three things: study, commit, and activate. First, study. You must understand the framework. Watch the videos that we have made on YouTube and on the website. Read masterclass material. That's the first aim. Understand how the blockchain and how each block works. Understand how corrosion control actually functions scientifically, not commercially, not politically, but scientifically. You cannot represent something you do not understand. Second, commit. If we do not fund the infrastructure, there is no infrastructure. Join the Patreon group, contribute minimum monthly support, £10 or whatever the baseline is, whatever you can afford. This is not a donation. It is participation in the system that will later generate income for you. We cannot pay coordinators until there is cash flow. There will be no cash flow without structure. There will be no structure without support. You must support the blockchain? It is very simple. Those who contribute build the foundation. Those who build the foundation share in the results. Third, activate our actions now. This is where the real work begins. The function of a CPN coordinator is not to control people. You're not a manager, you're not a boss, you are not required to share confidential data or anything like that. Your role is to connect specialists to specialists and keep the network alive. You connect professors to professors, students to students, field engineers to academics, technicians to survey teams, software developers to corrosion engineers. You stimulate conversation. You spread news, you gossip. You identify corrosion failures in your country through reading the newspapers. You gather real-world evidence. You begin structuring your country or your area within that country. Create email folders by region. Create digital folders for data, pictures, reports and conversations. Mirror the administrative system so continuity exists if any one of us steps aside or is shot. We are not building a personality-driven organisation. We are building a distributed scientific network. Each coordinator should begin identifying universities, asset owners, government agencies, insurance companies, software developers, electronic engineers, survey contractors, and anyone else who is involved with the control or the science of corrosion. Corrosion must be treated as what it truly is, a massive electrical circuit problem across global infrastructure. This requires integration between engineering, electronics, software and field data. At present, the industry is dominated by certification bodies selling credentials. Billions are spent collecting readings and generating graphs that have no scientific grounding. This is wasted money. This is why corrosion continues. We are offering something different. Deterministic engineering logic. Real scientific grounding. Distributed ownership. Transparent accounting. Blockchain-based value structure. Each CPN block is a scientific library, a token of accumulated work, owned by the purchaser, the owner of that block. It is a capital asset, if you like. Ownership creates responsibility. Responsibility creates value. Value creates equity. This is not about renewal fees. It is about building something that increases in value because of participation. Now let's address reality directly. Some coordinators are enthusiastic, thumbs up. Yes, yes, yes. Good. Now demonstrate it. Watch the videos. Join the support structure. Purchase a block if you are serious and in a position to exercise the responsibilities within that block. Begin building your country network or the area network that you can influence. If you're waiting for somebody else to do it, it will not happen. If you're only interested in receiving money without building the system, this is not for you. But if you are prepared to learn, contribute, coordinate and build, then this network can change the corrosion control industry globally. And this will benefit you personally. Corrosion is costing lives. It is causing environmental destruction. It is creating massive financial losses and political tensions. Governments, investors and asset owners are losing billions. They need a solution. We have the structure of that solution. But a solution only exists if it is organised and presented professionally. So here is the immediate action plan. Within the next month, each of you study all core materials that is on our websites. Join the Patreon group. Organise your country communication system. Identify at least 5 serious professionals in your country personally. Start one active technical discussion thread within your discussion groups, which are provided by our blockchain. Gather one real example of corrosion cost or failure locally from local knowledge, talk and news. This is the starting line. We are not competing internally. There is no hierarchical fighting for position within our blockchain. The more coordinators we have, the stronger the network becomes. It's just like telephones. One telephone is useless. Millions create a global communication system. The same principle applies here. The more structured connections we build, the stronger the value of the entire CPN blockchain becomes. This is modern organizational structure. Distributed, transparent, science-driven, blockchain accounted. We are not asking for blind belief. We are asking for disciplined participation. If you want this to succeed, step forward, support the structure, build your own country or area network, activate conversations, engage professionals, prepare for the masterclass. Opportunity is enormous, but responsibility is yours. The next phase begins now. Let's move from talk to structure. Let's move from structure to cash flow. Let's move from corruption to science. Let's build the Cathodic Protection Network Blockchain properly. Thank you.